Ladies and gentlemen, the year is finally rounding up, and today we're going to be touching base on the top crypto games for December 2023. But not just December 2023, in fact, the entire year, because the largest organization for games, GamesGG, recently did the official contest for the top crypto games of the year. We're going to be going through every single game, what they're doing in crypto, and more. So I hope you enjoy this special edition of the top crypto gaming tokens. Without further ado, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. First game is Parallel. Parallel is a trading card game. They've won the 2023 Game of the Year, the biggest win of them all. I know a lot of you are like, oh, but I haven't watched this. You know, I'm on YouTube. Isn't it crazy how YouTube, Twitter, different worlds? But yes, this is a big event, and Parallel was the game of the year. Now, what is Parallel? Well, Parallel is a trading card game. You know, they're on the blockchain, obviously. The biggest use case, I would say, in the entire niche has to be trading card games. It just makes too much sense. You could sell, buy cards, use Prime to go ahead and give you prize pools. And yes, I did just mention Prime. I promise you, Prime is an actual thing. Prime is a token. Prime is the token for the Echelon Prime ecosystem, because Parallel was built by the Echelon Foundation. Makes sense, right? Echelon Prime is rewarded through prize pools in the actual game. No, it isn't hard play to earn where you get X amount of tokens per day and you know, it goes Ponzi instantly. Instead, you know, they've got pools for that. They've got avatars, they've got pets, all sorts of things to balance out their ecosystem, and they are easily the best trading card game on the blockchain that you can play right now if you decide to get into this stuff. You know, we covered this very early on our top 10 crypto gaming tokens portfolio from last month. And to be honest, there's a good reason for it. It's an actual good game. So we'll see where that goes. But the next one is the best multiplayer game of 2023. I believe they won several awards as well with RPG, etc., etc. But, I mean, this one's really obvious. I mean, Big Time has been an incredible success. Incredible success. I actually played Big Time 2 months ago before they really had their massive, you know, run, and everybody's talking about Big Time. This was the second that the preseason went live. We were all such noobs back in the day. But I was earning over $100 a day playing this game. It was actually ridiculous. All of my assets on this game went up like 5x minimum. And I paper-handed. I mean, I sold when the token was at like 20 cents. Now it's at 50 cents, went all the way to almost $1. The entire purpose of the Big Time ecosystem is essentially people have these time wardens, they have these spaces, they get into these spaces, they make these things called hourglasses. It takes a bunch of Big Time tokens, a bunch of time to go ahead and make this. There's a limited amount of these, so there's not unlimited supply. There's an actual limit on the amount that's being distributed. There are leaderboard seasons. They already went through their first season, which rewarded over $20 million. Now they're on their new season, which is even longer. Very exciting. But overall, the goal is to get these hourglasses, use the time to get Big Time tokens, and just have a economy loop. Get NFTs that randomly drop. And yes, this is a free-to-play crypto game that you can play right now. So take advantage of this. This is the best multiplayer game that was chosen for 2023. And to be honest with you, I mean, it seemed like an obvious one. I 100% agree with this one. The next one is the best graphics, as well as, how did they not win best shooter? Okay, whatever. We'll go over the best shooter later. But Shrapnel is I mean, I guess the game's not out, so it makes sense. But Shrapnel's still early-ish. The game does look like it's getting closer to the finality of its development cycle in terms of a launch. Obviously, you could see that some of the textures haven't been finished yet, so the game is still in development. But Shrapnel's been an absolute killer on AVAX. A ton of people hype for the AVAX ecosystem. And Shrapnel has just been murdering everyone in the space. They're just dominating. I mean, look at this incredible price action in such a short period of time. You know, I think Shrapnel is going to be one of those games that really gets people playing crypto games because it's actually a pretty damn decent game. But obviously, you know, the timelines for these things, hopefully it comes out in due time. I don't think it's going to come out this year. But I think we're getting there, which is what's important. And yeah, the graphics, they do look beautiful. Hopefully when they actually get the textures there, it'll look even more beautiful than that. So best action game for 2023, My Pet Hooligan, which by the way, I recently actually played on a My Pet Hooligan tournament against esports players in Web 2. We won, by the way. I'm so proud of that. I'm never gonna be able to outlive that. There's no way. But My Pet Hooligan is really fun. High dopamine action. I've been playing this game for quite some time now, and look at me over here. Am I getting wrecked? Oh no. Yeah, I'm with my little rabbit. Okay, anyway. So this is a game. It's obviously, you know, it's an action game. It's more of a casual, hyper casual game. You can kind of vibe out, just kill each other. Coinpocalypse is a game mode. You get coins. Person with the most coins wins. There is going to be a Web3 component for this game, and it is called Carrot. Carrot is earned through the My Pet Hooligan NFT, which right now have a floor price of 0.9 ETH, and I mean, look at that, 0.9 ETH, 0.96, so practically 0.96, just say 0.96. And so every day, these earn Carrot coins. This is supposed to be coming out in Q1 of 2024, as far as I know. Okay, don't show me if it doesn't, okay, I'm sorry. But I think it's going to be coming out sometime then, so I'm looking forward to that when that comes, and we'll see what Carrot coin does. So the next one is Mighty Action Heroes, which pretty much won Best Mobile Game. I was a little bit surprised on this one. You know, Mighty Action Heroes, I mean, it looks cool. I played it before. It's on early access right now. It is a battle royale game. I think it's like something like 16 players. I think when I played, there were bots or something. I'm not sure yet if there are that many players playing right now. But the game looks pretty clean. They have an NFT collection. It's called the Mighty Net Genesis Pass, as well as a Big Bear Syndicate, but I'm pretty sure the Mighty Net one is like the actual hype one for the Mighty Action Heroes. But apparently they give you some extra rewards. And if you connect the wallet that holds an NFT from either of the following collections, you log it in the game's terminal to receive daily emissions of MBits. MBits is a non-tradable point system that can be used to purchase in-game supply crates for crafting purposes. So, if you're into battle royales on mobile, Mighty Action Heroes is that one. Next game is going to be Pixels, which won the best casual game. I agree, this one recently got onto Ronin, has been a huge success, you know, despite what everybody says. Pixels has been absolutely slamming it lately. This is obviously a pixelated sandbox game. You have berry tokens, which you can go ahead and earn within the game through farming. If you're into casual games, if you're into farming, then, you know, obviously Pixels is up your league. If you're into chatting with people, well, maybe Pixels is up your league. I think Pixels is a pretty solid game. Would I play it? You know, probably not. I'm not the most casual person in the world, but I see the appeal. The land has gone up a lot. They have a berry token, right? Like I said before, which has been kind of climbing back. I don't know how to feel about that, obviously, because I'm not in the in-game economy. But there's Pixel. Next one is Dead Drop for best shooter game. Now, I don't know if I would consider Dead Drop the biggest crypto game in the world. It did get Dr. Disrespect actually playing it, though. You know, he actually played Dead Drop. He is the founder of Dead Drop, Midnight Society. This is a vertical extraction shooter. So if you're into vertical extraction shooters, new genre that's kind of popped up out of nowhere. I actually thought it was pretty fun. Now, it doesn't have a lot of crypto in it per se. A lot of it is Web 2, but they do have a Midnight Society Founders Access Pass, which is an NFT. It pretty much just gives you a custom variant on the game. For example, the little mask is going to have a different color in the game, so you look special versus everyone else that just has a boring one. So, I mean, if you're into that, I would say, obviously, you know, it's got Dr. Disrespect backing it, so it's bound to be a success. But, you know, it's not the biggest crypto game in the world. It's a fun game, though, for sure. So, next game is Pirate Nation, which actually ended up winning the best on-chain game. Now, I've actually played Pirate Nation a bit. I think I'm going to be playing on a little mini tournament later as well. But they've got a gauntlet game mode, which it's pretty much, you know, you've got cards, you've got a deck here, and you're supposed to go ahead and try to kill all the different opponents for as long as possible. Just unlimited wave survival. You get rewards based on that. You can go ahead and, with your founder's pirate, mint new ships, and that's kind of how the economy is currently working. I'm not sure if they have a token coming out, but I do know that they've got NFTs, so they've got ships, etc. You can play it right now. You pretty much just need a code. Tons of people are playing for free, and that's Pirate Nation, fully on chain. Isn't that great? Next one is a Champions Ascension, which won the best fighting game. This is a good game, actually. You know, oh my gosh. They've got combos, and I think the combos are pretty clean. You know, this is a game that, I mean, it deserves what it's got. You know, this is easily the best fighting game in the entire crypto gaming space by far. So the play to earn component for this game is pretty much just Prime Eternals. They've got an NFT collection. It gives you access to the entire ecosystem. They have elemental Eternals. They have pets of Massina? I don't even know. And the Imperial Gallery. It's all on Polygon. So if you're bullish on Polygon and fighting games, you're going to love Champions Ascension. Obviously, Champions Ascension is more than just a fighting game. It's a bit more like a metaverse than anything, but they have a lot of focus on the fighting part of the Champions Ascension verse. Next one is NFL Rivals, that won the best sports game. It's not a racing game. NFL Rivals. Now, NFL Rivals is more of a Web 2 game as well. They have a marketplace for cards, which is the Mythical Market. If you're into the Mythos blockchain, then you're going to be into Mythical. I think the fees are a little bit crazy, but I mean, the game's fun. It's a mobile game. It has a ton of downloads, a lot of people playing it. It's got some pretty solid gameplay. Like if you're into NFL Blitz, then you're going to be into NFL Rivals. It's a pretty obvious, integration here. So you can see some of the gameplay there. Next one is Star Atlas, which won the 2023 People's Choice Awards. So they got the biggest community. They went ahead and flexed it, won the People's Choice Award. Now, the Star Atlas ecosystem is really complicated, and there's no way that in a minute I'll be able to explain all of it. But the TLDR is this is a really good space exploration game. It's on Unreal Engine 5. It is a huge vision. I mean, $1 billion vision. But they're building it out in mini games. You can see here, this is actually the third-person shooter that they're developing to release hopefully soon. This is, some of the new things that they ended up releasing and announcing at the actual Games GG Awards. That's how you know it's a big deal, right? They've got a Polis token. They've got an Atlas token. They've got this marketplace that they had like $1 million worth of volume in a very short period of time. And this game is bombing it right now. It's doing crazy good. And we'll see where this one ends up going, but they really are defying odds right now. The next game is Wildcard. Now, Wildcard won the 2023 Games Choice Award, which games are the people that ended up voting, the jury members. They won because they've got a bomb game. Now, I've actually gone ahead and seen gameplay. I tried playing it when I was in person, but I didn't really get too much gameplay on it. Here's YP's gameplay instead during one of their tournaments. But this game looks cool. It's a MOBA. You do a 1v1. You've got a goalpost on both sides. You've got an energy system. You put cards down, try to go ahead, get to the other side and destroy them. You see Stash trying to defend himself there. But, this game is easily one of the most clarity-driven games in the entire crypto gaming space. They don't have a token per se, but they do have a Genesis Wild Pass, which grants you pretty much access to whatever they're building up in terms of opportunities in the wild card verse. The floor price has, as you can see, literally moon rocketed. I mean, this thing was at like 0.05 at some point, and no, even less. It was at like $40 or something. Now it's at 0.4 ETH. So clearly there's a lot of interest here. The crypto gaming space has been absolutely tearing it up. But that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed the TLDR of all the different games on the Games of Choice Awards show. The top crypto games of the year, question mark? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would you have put? Till the next time, thank you for watching the video. Stay classy. And that's all.